Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating history of ancient southern Africa. This region is not only breathtakingly beautiful, but also holds stories that date back thousands of years. From ancient civilizations to modern skyscrapers, southern Africa has a rich past that shaped the world as we know it today. So, grab your favorite drink, sit back, and let's journey through time together. Southern Africa is a land of mystery and beauty, where ancient civilizations, forgotten kingdoms, and fascinating cultures left their mark on history. From intricate rock art created thousands of years ago to the majestic ruins of Great Zimbabwe and Mapungubwe, this region's past is one of innovation, resilience, and cultural richness. Yet, many of these stories remain untold or overlooked. Today, we'll uncover the ancient world of southern Africa, diving into the lives of the San, the rise of great empires, and the ways these societies thrived for centuries. So, let's begin our journey back in time. Let's begin with the San people, often called the first people of southern Africa. These hunter-gatherers have lived in this region for over 20,000 years, preserving traditions that connect us to humanity's ancient past. The most extraordinary legacy left by the San is their rock art. These beautiful paintings, found in caves and rocky overhangs, offer us glimpses into their world. Animals like elands, antelopes, and rhinos are common subjects. But these paintings are more than art. They tell stories.
These paintings tell stories of their daily lives, their spiritual beliefs, and their dreams. Each brushstroke connects us to the minds of ancient artists and their way of understanding the world.
San rock art often depicted hunting scenes, dances, and trance rituals. The San believed in a spiritual world, one they could connect with through the Great Dance, a trance ceremony where healers would enter a spiritual state. These dances weren't just rituals, they were tools for healing and communicating with the spirits of ancestors. The accuracy of their art is astounding. Look closely, and you'll see that the San captured not only the appearance of animals but their movement and behavior. This shows the deep respect and understanding they had for the environment. Even today, many San descendants continue to share their stories and traditions, though they've faced displacement and cultural erasure. Their art reminds us of a time when humans lived in harmony with nature, an invaluable lesson from the past. While the San people thrived as hunter-gatherers, a major shift occurred around 2,000 years ago. The Khoi people brought with them a revolutionary lifestyle, pastoralism. This marked the beginning of herding sheep and cattle in southern Africa. The Khoi people were skilled pastoralists, adapting to the semi-arid environments of the region. By raising livestock, they brought new ways of living, no longer solely dependent on hunting and gathering. The Khoi also introduced distinctive pottery, with unique patterns and shapes that reflected their cultural identity. Pottery fragments found across southern Africa offer clues about their settlements and trade. These pastoralists coexisted with the San, but tensions arose as resources like water and land became scarce. Eventually, interactions with outside groups, such as later Bantu migrations and European settlers, transformed the Khoi way of life. By the 9th century, southern Africa saw the rise of its first major kingdom.
Mapungubwe wasn't just about trade. It was a complex society with kings and spiritual leaders. The famous golden rhinoceros discovered here symbolizes their advanced craftsmanship and cultural sophistication.
Located near the Limpopo River, this ancient civilization became a center of trade, wealth, and power. Mapungubwe is where southern Africa's story shifts dramatically. This was no simple society. It was an organized kingdom led by kings who ruled from atop Mapungubwe Hill. At its peak, Mapungubwe was bustling with traders and craftsmen, exchanging goods like gold, ivory, glass beads, and ceramics with distant lands. One of the most famous discoveries from Mapungubwe is the golden rhino, a small, beautifully crafted sculpture. Gold artifacts like this reveal the sophistication of the kingdom's artisans and the importance of gold as a symbol of leadership and spirituality. Mapungubwe's success lay in its control of trade routes connecting southern Africa to the Swahili coast, and ultimately, to India and China. This kingdom was part of a global network long before colonial contact. However, Mapungubwe's reign was short-lived. By the 14th century, the kingdom declined, likely due to climate shifts and overexploitation of resources. But its influence paved the way for an even greater empire, Great Zimbabwe.
we find the Great Zimbabwe civilization, which flourished between the 11th and 15th centuries. This iconic site in modern-day Zimbabwe is known for its massive stone structures built without mortar, an architectural marvel of its time. It's amazing to think that these walls have stood the test of time, whispering stories of a bustling city that once housed over 10,000 people.
Great Zimbabwe, rising between the 11th and 15th centuries, was the crown jewel of ancient southern Africa. Located in modern-day Zimbabwe, this city was a political, economic, and cultural powerhouse. What makes Great Zimbabwe so extraordinary is its architecture. The stone walls, built without mortar, are engineering marvels. These walls, some over 30 feet high, symbolize power and prestige, particularly the Great Enclosure, believed to be the royal residence or ceremonial center. At its height, Great Zimbabwe was home to over 18,000 people. The city controlled the gold trade, exporting precious metals to the Swahili coast and beyond. Archaeologists have uncovered Chinese porcelain, Persian glass, and Arab coins, evidence of international trade networks. Yet, much about Great Zimbabwe remains a mystery. Theories about its decline range from resource exhaustion to internal conflict. What we do know is that Great Zimbabwe's legacy continues to inspire pride across Africa. From the art of the sand to the golden kingdoms of Mapungubwe and Great Zimbabwe, ancient southern Africa was a region of remarkable ingenuity and culture. Today, efforts to preserve these stories are more important than ever. Sites like Mapungubwe and Great Zimbabwe are UNESCO World Heritage Sites, celebrated for their historical significance. It's a reminder that Africa's history is not just one of colonization and struggle but one of achievement, innovation, and thriving civilizations. The stories of ancient southern Africa remind us of humanity's shared past and the ingenuity of those who came before us. By preserving this history, we honor their legacies and keep these incredible stories alive for future generations. Thank you for joining me on this journey through ancient southern Africa. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating explorations of history and culture. See you next time.